I'm out of options, nothing's working. I'm out of service. Come help me now, I'm fucking nervous. I'm trying, but can't scratch the surface. So I'll keep my mouth shut and not listen. Afraid I lose you if I didn't. Going back what we're missing and compromise. So I'll keep my shoes up and not leaving. We're up in ice, winter season. Can't wait for to see movies and not to say goodbye. Oh, if I said what's on my mind, would you stay? If I said what's service. Come help me now, I'm fucking nervous. I'm trying but can't scratch the surface. So I'll keep my mouth shut and not listen. Afraid I lose you if I didn't. Can we find what we're missing? The compromise. So I'll keep my shoes up and not leave it. We're on thin ice, winter season. Can we find no reason not to say goodbye? Oh, if I said what's on my mind, would you stay with me tonight? If I said what's on my mind, would that make you run and hide? Run and hide. Run and hide. If I said what's on my mind, would that make you run and hide? I don't wanna say anything, 'cause if I do, I might say the wrong words. Oh no. So I keep my mouth shut and not listen. Afraid I lose you if I didn't. Can we find what we're missing? A compromise. So I keep my shoes up and not leave it. We're on thin ice, winter season. Can we find a single reason not to say goodbye? Oh, if I said what's on my mind, would you stay with me tonight? If I said what's on my mind, would that make you run and hide? Run and hide. Run and hide. If I said what's on my mind, would that make you run and hide? Don't know what to do anymore. I'm out of options, nothing's working. I'm out of service. Come help me now, I'm fucking nervous. I'm trying but can't scratch the surface. So I'll keep my mouth shut and not listen. Afraid I lose you if I didn't. Can we find what we're missing and compromise? So I'll keep my shoes up and not leave it. We're on thin ice. Can we find a single reason not to say goodbye? Oh, if I said what's on my mind, would you stay with me tonight? If I said what's on my mind, would that make you run and hide? Run and hide. If I said what's on my mind, would that make you run and hide? I don't wanna say anything, 'cause if I do, I might say the wrong words. Oh no. So I'll keep my mouth shut and not listen. Afraid I lose you if I didn't. Can we find what we're missing and compromise? So I'll keep my shoes up and not leave it. We're on thin ice, winter season. Can we find a single reason not to say goodbye? Oh, if I said what's on my mind, would you stay with me
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live here at Langley for some Firestone Late Model Series action. Right now we're on board watching the GOAT Brent Meckies make his way around the speedway in that bad fast number 66 car. That thing is hooked up. He's the top of the board right now, 15.14. That's a track record here at Langley. About 10 more minutes left though of practice as we watch our racers go around the speedway. Pretty good turnout here. We got a couple of newer guys out here. Here's one of them. We're going to see what they got for us. But Meckies and Tufts are bad fast. And looks like Parton Jr. up there with a 15.17 as well as Herman. So four cars within 3/100ths of a second. Bunch of bad fast racers here tonight. Hutchinson Motorsports TV bringing you the action live. I'm Blake Hutchinson, the GOAT, on the call here. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to get that Hutchinson Motorsports music playing because it's the best in the business, folks. I mean, come on. Here's one of the newcomers here, Jason Hall. That 01 car is not very bad fast. Hutting around the speedway. We're going to see what Jason Hall's got for us in that 01 car. He's riding the top. He sees something up high that nobody else sees. That 01 car, Jason Hall. Look at him ripping the lip up there. There's nothing up there, Jason. And he smokes some junk. Meanwhile, Caden Tufts in the 00, ripping it around the speedway, trying to get that last 2/100ths of a second to get to the top of the board. Doing everything he can because he knows the GOAT, Brent Meckies, is here and he ain't messing around. Meckies was not happy after last week. We had some fireworks, drivers taking each other out left and right. Meckies says he will retaliate, I believe, to Leighton Rose in that 33 car. Speaking of which, here he is, Leighton Rose. Is Leighton Rose gonna get jumped by the GOAT Brent Meckies? Or was the GOAT just kidding around? We're gonna find out here tonight. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, where else can you find this type of action, folks? Quit wasting your money on junk streaming services. Dirt Vision, junk, get rid of it. Low Racing, junk. Netflix, junk. All of them, get rid of them all. Because you're wasting your money. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, it's free, and it's the best in the business. The biggest library of races, probably in the entire world. Notice I did put probably in there. Right now, we're watching the Bojangles number 8 machine of Michael Parton Jr. rip it around the speedway. That thing is ugly, but it is bad fast. Michael Parton Jr. 15.17 right now, with 7 more minutes left to practice. And don't forget about him, folks, the Elk Creek Virginian, the family man, Tony Osborne. He's out here wheeling and dealing. That number 10 car. Always a little fast, but never race-winning speed. One of these days, that'll change for Tony Osborne. Let's hop on board Hutchinson Motorsports Car TV with the 10 car of Tony Osborne. Here he is, folks, the family man. His family loves watching him race. Tune in every single week. One of these days, he's going to bring him to victory lane. I can see it in his eyes. I know talent when I see it, folks. And I see it in the 10 car, the family man, Tony Osborne. DJ Bertrand in that 79, not so fast here tonight. 15.31, the Oakdale, Connecticut driver. He ain't very fast. But that's alright, we're all not winners out here. Some of us just fill the field. Which, speaking of which, it's the field filler. Kyle Green, the number 47 machine. Let's show off that paint here, folks. The Hutchinson Motorsports TV field filler. Firestone sponsored. Nobody else would sponsor him, folks. So Hutchinson Motorsports TV and Firestone jumped in. So his car wasn't just blank. I know a field filler when I see one, and boy, do I see one here. That number 47 car, he's just out here for the numbers. But the West Portsmouth, Ohioan, he's going to try to make it to at least lap 3 before he junks it here tonight. Meanwhile, bottom of the board, it's the old one, Jason Hall, 15.79. That thing is junk. We got a new quick time, folks. 15.12. Caden Tufts, the Canadian, top of the board. The 00 Caden Tufts with just under 5 minutes left to practice. But we appreciate you tuning in here. Monday Night Donut Box Firestone Late Model Series racing right here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. We're here same time, same place every single week. We're going to take a little bit of a break before we jump into qualifying here in about 4 minutes as our racers get their last run of practice. Ladies and gentlemen, that'll conclude practice here. Langley Speedway Firestone Late Model Series, Donut Box Racing League. Top of the board, the 00, the Canadian Caden Tufts. He's your quick time here for practice. But it's time for it to start counting, because it's time for some Firestone Late Model Series qualifying, folks. Who's the first car that's gonna hit the track? Leighton Rose hitting the track, as well as Lindsay, Bertrand, and Kelly. Rick Kelly, newcomer here from Etna, Maine. That number 32 machine, Rick Kelly, taking the green flag around the speedway here at Langley. What kind of time does Langley have? He's going to get down to the apron, coming out of 4. He's going to cross the line. Time of 15.42. That's second right now. Leighton Rose, top of the board for the 15.28 for the time being. The family man, Tony Osborne, in second. And there's Caden Tufts, top of the board, 15.16. Here's the 00 making his last lap around the speedway. Caden Tufts, the Canadian. Across the line, 15.14. Pretty even with his practice time. Caden Tufts looks consistent here tonight. But here comes the GOAT. Ladies and gentlemen, keep an eye out. This is Tufts' best competition here, I believe. The 66. It's Brent Meckies from Allentown, Pennsylvania. Taking the green flag is a 66 machine of Meckies. He's going to roll down to the bottom, down all the way to the grass and onto the backstretch here at Langley Speedway. I do believe his second lap will probably be his best one, but we're going to find out coming out of 4 for his first one. Crossing the line. Lap time. 15.27. We're going to see what Meckies has for his second and final lap. Onto the backstretch. Entering turns 3 and 4. Out of 4. He's going to cross the line. Meckies 15.15. That's third. Herman right in front of him, just barely. And here's the field filler, Kyle Green. Kyle Green wrapping up his qualifying run, smack dab in the middle of the field, just like usual. That's what Kyle Green does. He's a mid-packer, folks. Meanwhile, Grandpa Chris Franz in the number 18 car. Most of our field has already qualified here. That's just about everybody. 16 cars signed in here so far. Top of the board, the 00, Caden Tufts, the Canadian, 15.14. 1/100th of a second better than Portland Herman. We got a handful of minutes left here before we jump into our heat race action here at Langley. Meanwhile, let's pull up some race info. Langley Speedway Donut Box Racing League Firestone Late Model Series here. Beautiful night of racing. About a third of a mile track here. Short track racing here. No cars out on the speedway right now for qualifying. We're going to show off these beautiful views at the speedway. We'll be back before the heat races get started. Ladies and gentlemen, it's official. Quick time. Caden Tuff's top of the board, the 00. Jumping in the heat race number 1. We got a 14-lapper here for you, folks. And 2 heavy hitters on the front row. Let's show your starting lineup here tonight for heat race number 1. On the pole in the 00. Out of Canada, it's Caden Tuffs. To his outside in the 66. From Allentown, Pennsylvania, it's the GOAT, Brent Mackins. Row number 2 on the inside in the 33. Lane Rose. To his outside in the 8. Michael Parton Jr. In the 3rd row, newcomer to the league in the 12 car, it's Nash Pointer. To his outside in the 79, E.J. Bertram. Row number 4 on the inside, the 31 machine, Bryce Nelson. To his outside in the 21, James Lindsay. And in the back, all by himself, it's the 62, John Brancassio. There's your starting lineup here. Heat race number 1. Donut Box Firestone Late Model Series action here, brought to you by Firestone Complete Auto Care, Jasper, Alabama. The best auto care in the business, folks. I tell you what, I'll say it every single week, that place is incredible. As we pace around the speedway, though, folks, get ready to go racing here, Langley. Sold out crowd here tonight. As usual, Donut Box always fills the stands. These guys love their Donut Box Racing League. Let's hop up to our eyes in the sky, the Hutchinson Motorsports blimp. The best view in the business, folks. Looks like we're going green next time around. Ladies and gentlemen, on your feet, off your seat. It's time for some Donut Box Firestone Late Model Series action right here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV, the best streaming service in the business, folks. On to the back stretch they go. Field is set. Front row, the 00 of Tuffs, the 66 of Meckies. Who's gonna get the lead in the turn 1? Pace car is in. Field is set. Entering the restart zone. Green flag in the air. We are underway here at Langley Speedway. Entering turn 1. A big run from Tuffs there on the inside. He's going to take the lead comfortably. Meanwhile, here comes the 8 of Parton Jr. He's going to get around the GOAT Meckies. Parton Jr. taking over that second spot. Meckies was stuck up to the outside. We're going to see if he can find his way back around him. Meckies going to fall back in the line. Meanwhile, Parton Jr. going to work on the race leader. Going up front, the Bojangles number 8 machine. After starting in 4th, he's up to 2nd already, and he's knocking on the door for the race lead here. Heat race number 1. Tuffs out front, still your race leader. Let's see what else is going on through the field. Single file through the field here, folks. John Brancassio bringing up the rear here. The North Branford, Connecticut native. He is not very fast here tonight. But meanwhile, here comes the 8 car. Out of nowhere, Michael Parton Jr. is bad fast. We're going to hop on board. Will Parton Jr. dump the Canadian? If I'm Parton Jr. here, I'm just going to turn him. Because Caden Tuffs is bad fast. I just junk him. But we're going to see if Parton Jr. has it in him to do it. He can't mess around too long because the GOAT, Brent Meckies, is running him down. It's a 3-car race. Meanwhile, we got a battle back here. Oh, we got one sideways. The 31 junks the 12 car. Caution is out. The 12, a Nash Pointer, is junk. Let's see what happened. Your Hutchinson Motorsports replay, folks. 31, I think, just junked him. Going into the corner here. 12 got a little loose and then got a little help. 31 says, get out of my way, slug. You're junk. Turns him. 12 car, junk. Ladies and gentlemen, caution out here on the speedway. Meanwhile, Caden Tuffs, the lone Canadian in the field, is your race leader. Teaching these Americans how to drive. This man is incredible. Absolute wheelman. Might be from Canada, but he can wheel a race car. Incredible the things he can do, folks. Meanwhile, looks like we got about 7 laps left to go now. Tuffs, your leader, going to try to hold off Parton Jr. and Meckies. It was a 3-car battle up there for the lead. as we pace around the speedway. A couple of cars entering the pits. Nash Pointer is junk. He has called it a night here for the heat race. Gonna have to tag on to the rear if they can fix that junk race car. The number 12 Nash Pointer is junk. Unbelievable. Welcome to Donut Box Firestone Late Model Series Racing, bud. You're done. Well, we're going to get back underway here shortly. Do you believe next time around the speedway we'll probably be dropping the green here? As we stack the field up, get the lineup set. Your front row, Tufts on the inside, but Parton Jr. stuck on that outside. Mecky's going to try to capitalize on this restart. Mecky's on that inside row there, or on this second row on the inside, going to try to get around that 8 car. Meanwhile, pace car is headed in, folks. As we enter the restart zone, 00 on the inside, 8 on the outside. Green flag in the air and a good start from Tufts. Meanwhile, the 8 trying to hold on to that second spot. Mecky's gets underneath him, though, heading into 1 and 2. Side-by-side battle for second. Parton Jr. on the outside, gonna have to give the spot up to Mecky's. Mecky's in the 66, gonna try to hold him behind him. With just 3 laps left to go, Tufts with a big lead. Right now, we're gonna stay tuned on this battle for second. Mecky's has this spot now. Trying to reel in the race leader, but there's not gonna be enough time. He's just trying to hold on to that spot. With just 2 laps left to go for heat race number 1 in the Donut Box Firestone Late Model Series, Brent Mecky's trying to hold off Michael Parton Jr. Coming out of turn 4. White flag in the air. 1 more lap left to go for Tufts out front. Hayden Tufts in the 00. He's led every single lap. Looks like nothing's going to change as he heads into 3 and 4. Your race leader comes off the corner. Checkered flag in the air, and your winner, Caden Tufts, heat race number 1. Tufts takes home the win, followed by Mecky's and Parton Jr., your top 3 for heat race number 1. Next up, we're jumping straight into heat race number 2, folks. Here's your starting lineup for heat race number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, on the pole in the number 70 in the Hutchinson Motorsports machine, it's Cortland Herman. To his outside in the 85, it's Brandon Kiger. Row number 2 on the inside in the 10 car, it's the family man, Tony Osborne. To his outside in the 47 car, the field filler, Kyle Green. Row number 3 on the inside in the 32, Rick Kelly. To his outside in the 18 car, Chris Franz. Row number 4 on the inside in the ugliest paint in the field, it's the 40 car, Rick Wilmot. And to his outside in the 01, it's Jason Hall. There's your starting lineup here for heat race number 2. Let's try to get your timing and scoring updated. Give me 1 moment, folks. Always something here with this junk service we got, SDK. Gonna see if that fixes it. If not, no biggie, because I'm here on the call with you here tonight. But your front row gonna be Cortland Herman on the inside, Brandon Kiger on the outside. 2 bad fast drivers. Who's gonna win this thing? These 2 had some fireworks last week. They were dumping each other left and right. Meanwhile, Kiger locking them front brakes up. Getting some heat in them tires. But these 2 have a history, folks, so keep an eye out. They're gonna be racing each other hard. Timing and scoring having some issues here. We're going to see if we can get it to work. Working for now. But the lineup is set. We're going to be going green next time around. Can Herman hang on to this heat race number 2? Take home the checkered? We're going to find out. Langley Speedway. Pace car heading in. Lineup is good to go. Drivers enter the restart zone. Green flag out, and a good start there from the 85. Side by side into turn number 1. Herman on that preferred lane on the bottom. Meanwhile, 85 just going to have to try to fall on the line. Here comes the 10 car, though. Tony Osborne on the bottom. Kiger trying to roll the top. He's going to hold on to the spot for the time being. Gets down to the bottom. Herman still your race leader, but here comes Kiger. Again, folks, these two have a history. I wouldn't be shocked if they junk each other. Here comes Kiger going down all the way to the apron in a battle for the race lead. We're on board with the second place car, Brandon Kiger, the number 85. Kiger knocking on the door, right on his back bumper with just about 10 laps left to go for heat race number 2. Kiger struggles. He's going down to the pits. Oh, he might have got a black flag or something for the start. Not sure what happened here, folks. We're going to find out and let you know. Herman likes to see it, though. Herman out front by a country mile. Not sure what happened there. I think Kiger must have got a black. If he did, I don't think that was warranted. I thought it was a clean start. Looks like timing and scoring is down. Herman, your race leader. Out front on cruise control. Tony Osborne trying to hold on to the second spot. Looking good so far. Third place right now, Rick Kelly from Maine. Looking good here tonight. Meanwhile, dropping to the rear, here's the 01 car, Jason Hall. That thing is hooked up. He is bad fast, folks. 01 trying to figure it out here. Let's hop on board and see why Jason Hall is so slow. Oh, he's turning the wheel about 180 degrees. That might not be the way to go, Jason. Look at him wheeling this thing. He's turning the wheel all the way around. Let's show you race leaders. Race leader going about 90 degrees. And back to Jason Hall. Look at him. He's all the way upside down. He's going to sprain his wrist. Jason Hall struggling here tonight, turning that wheel as much as he can. Cannot get that car rotated. But Cortland Herman cruising out front, your race leader. Looking good here. Let's hop back on board with our race leader, Cortland Herman. Nice and easy around the speedway. Coming out of turn 4. Just a few more laps left to go, I do believe. But here comes a family man, Tony Osborne, slowly running him down, but he's got a ways to go. Here he comes, the Elk Creek Virginian. Tony Osborne in the 10 car with about a couple laps left to go around the speedway. Can Osborne get to that back bumper? He's figuring something out here, folks. Going all the way down to the apron, using the whole track. The family man, Tony Osborne, sitting in the second spot. Struggling to get down to that race leader. Back-up battle for third here, not happening. Fourth place, France, followed by Wilmot. Fields fielder, Kyle Green. And in the 01, Jason Hall here. And your race leader up here, he's just rolling. On to the backstretch, into turns 3 and 4. Your race leader coming out a little loose. White flag in the air, he's struggling. Here comes a family man, Osborne. Herman is struggling. Oh, race is over. That was a checkered. Sorry. Timing and scoring was down. So Cortland Herman takes home heat race number 2 win. Tony Osborne second, followed by Rick Kelly in third. Next, we're going to have a 5-minute warm-up for our racers. Get their cars tuned up. We're going to get that Hutchinson Motorsports music playing for you because it's the best in the whole industry, folks. I mean, come on, what more could you want?
te mides. Don't fight it, just do it. You like me cause I move it. Everything you want gonna come full swing. I just need you to do one thing. Muévelo. Move it. Muévelo. Just move it. Move it. Muévelo. Move it. I'm how the party starts. It's like a work of art. They call me Morena Victoria. And they're feeling the euphoria. Y el ritmo sigue subiendo. Ya tú sabes lo que estoy haciendo. Sigue la fiesta, sigue el tiempo. Y yo te doy lo que sigues pidiendo. Don't fight it, just do it. You like me cause I move it. Everything you want gonna come full swing. I just need you to do one thing. Muévelo. Move it. Move it. Muévelo. Move it. I like it when you move it. Just move it. 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 Move it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that'll conclude our warm-up here. 5-minute warm-up is done, and it's time for our main event. Here's your starting lineup, ladies and gentlemen, here. Langley Speedway Donut Box Firestone Late Model Series Hutchinson Motorsports TV with the invert on the pole in the number 18. It's Chris Franz. 2 is outside in the 31 car. It's Bryce Nelson. Row number 2 on the inside in the 32. It's Rick Kelly. 2 is outside in the number 8. Michael Parton Jr. Keep an eye on Parton Jr. He was bad fast here. Starting in the 5th spot in the 10 car, it's a family man, Tony Osborne. 2 is outside the number 66. The GOAT, Britt Meckes. In the 7th spot in the 70 car, Cortland Herman. 2 is outside in the number 00. The Canadian, Caden Tubbs. Behind him on the inside in the number 33, Leighton Rose. 2 is outside in the number 40 car, Rick Wilmer. Starting in the 11th spot, E.J. Bertrand in the number 79. 2 is outside, the field filler in the 47, Kyle Green. Behind him in the number 21, James Lindsay. 2 is outside in the 01 machine, Jason Hall. And the last row in the 12 car, it's Nash Pointer. 2 is outside in the 16. Starting dead last after a heat race black flag. He's fast though, folks. He's going to be working his way through the field. It's Brandon Kiger. There's your starting lineup here. Langley Speedway. We are just about to go green, folks. Next time around, we're going to be dropping the hammer, going green here. 100 laps around this short track. It's going to go by quick, folks. They're going to be junking each other. There's a lot of heated battles here tonight because last week these guys did not play nice. Keep an eye on a few of these guys. There's some payback to be had. Going up to the Hutchinson Motorsports blimp for the restart. On the inside, it's the 18 of Franz. On the outside, it's the 31 of Nelson. Into the restart zone. Green flag out here. Franz entering turn 1 here. Race leader number 18. Franz out front looking good. 32 taking over the 2nd spot. That's Rick Kelly, newcomer here in the lead. As we got one on the wall back here, keep an eye on these guys through the field. Racing hard. Meanwhile, here comes the 00, getting around the number 8 machine. That's Caden Tufts on the inside, getting around that 8 car. Big for him. 8 car is one of his competition here tonight, I'll say. Meanwhile, looks like the 79 having some issues down. E.J. Bertrand dropping to the rear. The 00 of Tufts, though, right now he's up to the 5th spot. They're going to hop on board with the 00, Caden Tufts. Yellow flag is out, folks. Yellow flag is out. Let's see what happens. Oh, the 01 of Hall just junked the 21. Oh, man. He just flat out junked him. Oh, that's tough, folks. Look at this dirty move here. Oh, flat out dumped him. The 01 here, Jason Hall. Let me find him. Let's hop on board here. Jason Hall. Goes low, comes out of the corner, just runs him over, junks him. Junks his own car as well. Dropping to the rear, probably getting a black flag after that one. Jason Hall. He's on the pit road trying to fix that lump of junk. The black flag in the air as well. But Chris Franz, the number 18, still your race leader out front. Playing that invert and playing it well. 6 laps down, 94 to go here. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, the best streaming service in the business. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in. Let's get the tunes back playing. we get lined up one more time around the speedway before we drop the green again. Gonna be 10 laps down with 90 to go here. Langley Speedway, Hutchinson Motorsports TV, Donut Box Racing League. Monday night racing right here. Best streaming service in the business. Hutchinson Motorsports TV bringing you the action live. Pace car is in. Lineup is set. Fran's on the inside. Shoots off like a rocket. He's going to hold on to your race lead. Fran's looking good. Roll in the top here coming out of the corner. Looking through the field, we got some battles. Tuff's finding his way back around Poitner Jr. Meanwhile, here comes Mecky's the GOAT trying to get underneath him. Parton Jr. stuck on the top. He is getting steamrolled right now. Nowhere to go. Cannot get to the bottom. He's going to lose another spot here. Here comes a 70 of Herman. That's unfortunate here. Parton Jr. dropping to the back. Cannot get down to the bottom of the racetrack. Finally finds his way down after losing a few spots. Meanwhile, Fran's still your race leader, but here comes the 33 of Leighton Rose. Leighton Rose, one of the dirtier drivers in the field. We're going to see if he wants to dump him. If I'm the 33 car, why not just junk him? Right hook him into the wall, and there it is! The dump and run! I called it, folks. The 33 junks him. Fran's to the rear, and he is not happy. The 33 of Leighton Rose does not make friends here, folks. Oh, man, let's see what happened. We saw it live, but let's see it again. He just runs him over. Not sure I got that much of a better run, honestly. Let's get a better view here. Yeah, he just flat runs him over. I mean, Franz didn't really do anything there, but now he's jumped. After the caution, looks like Hall never lives. Oh, he junked him! Oh, man. The 01 just junked him after the yellow was out. Chris Franz, another little bit of damage for him for good measure. Back out front, though. Looks like Rick Kelly's your new race leader. And black flag in the air. It's the 33 car. Leighton Rose going to the rear with a black flag. He flat out junked him. I called it on air, folks. I tell you what, I can read these guys like the back of my hand. I know what they're going to do before they know what they're going to do. It's incredible the things that I can do here. Hutchinson Motorsports TV. That's why I'm the GOAT. Blake Hutchinson on the call here tonight. Langley Speedway. These guys are junking each other just like we expected. Short track racing with some payback to be had. CJ Hall in the chat rooting for Jason Hall in that 01 machine. All trying to figure it out. As we get the lineup set next time around, we're going to be dropping the green flag here. Donut Box Firestone Late Model Series Hutchinson Motorsports TV. 18 laps down, 82 more to go here. There's gonna be plenty more wrecks. If you like wrecks, you're in the right spot. If you like clean racing, you better click the X button, folks, because you're not gonna get it here tonight. Pace car is in. Kelly on the inside. Tuff's on the outside. Green flag out and a good start from the 00 at Tuffs. Heading into turn one, trying to get a run on the top. Not going to happen, but they're still side by side. Can Tuffs make that outside line work? Not going to happen here. 32 going to take over the lead, but Tuff's trying to do a crossover. To the inside he goes. What a move by the 00. Able to get under the race leader. Meanwhile, coming out of the pits is the 01. We're still good, but here comes Meck. He's getting underneath the 32. Kelly getting shuffled to the back. Out front is Tough. Here comes the GOAT. Brent Mackey's in second. The two big dogs are out front, and they're going to be hammering down. Right behind him is a 70, and boy, Kelly is struggling. Still stuck to the outside. Went from the lead, and he's going to drop all the way back to 6th or 7th, folks. That's unfortunate here. Tough's out front here. Half a second lead on Mackey's. Watching him go around the speedway. Mackey's trying to run him down, but Caden Tough's the Canadian. He's bad fast. Nothing changing. Let's drop back to the field a little bit, see what's going on here. Leighton Rose already has worked his way up from the back. He is up to 7th, gets a little loose there. The 32 lifts for him, though. I tell you what, Rose wouldn't have lifted for the 32 if the roles were reversed. Kelly is a clean driver, though. As Leighton Rose got loose coming off the corner, Kelly lifts and loses a couple spots, and Kelly gets shuffled up even further. He was in the race lead not long ago, and he's all the way back to 11th, folks. This poor guy cannot catch a break. That's the 32, Rick Kelly, getting shuffled all the way to the rear. And here's the 01, Jason Hall, going around this speedway. Let's hop on board with the 01 of Jason Hall. Holding on strong to a 17th place run right now. Looking good here. Jason Hall turning that wheel all the way upside down. Going into the corner. Here's Hall. Cannot get that thing to rotate. He is turning that thing. I tell you what, let's show your race leader. Let's see how much he's turning the wheel. Look at that, less than 90 degrees. Here's Caden Tufts flying around the speedway, barely turning the wheel. Caution is out, and John Brancasio has jumped his race car. Let's see what happened. The 62 here, Brancasio. Underneath Hall. Hall comes down and doors him. John Brancasio, he's done after that one. To the pits he goes. Jason Hall takes out another one. The 01 of Jason Hall, the star of the show here tonight, folks. This man is the GOAT. Jason Hall. Gotta love it, ladies and gentlemen. Back out front, though, your race leader in the 00, the Canadian, Caden Tufts. He is bad fast here, folks. Let's get that Hutchinson Motorsports music playing, though, again, because that stuff's good. Caden Tufts, your race leader. Brent Mackey's in second, followed by Cortland Herman. Right now, your hard charger. There's two cars that have gained 10 spots since the start of this one. One of them is the 12 car of Nash Pointer. The other one, the 85 of Brandon Kiger. Both of them up 10 spots since the start of this one. As the lineup gets set, next time around, we're gonna go green again, and don't you worry, these guys aren't done junking each other. We are 1/3 of the way done, and we got plenty more wrecks for you, folks. Thanks for tuning in Monday Night Racing. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, the best streaming service in the business. Tufts, your race leader, though, on the inside. The GOAT, Britt Mackey's on the outside. In is the pace car. Green flag is out, and Tough shoots off like a rocket ship. Gonna hold on to your race lead. Meanwhile, Mackey's stuck outside. He's gonna lose at least one spot. Probably two. There goes the 70 of Herman up to second, as well as the 8 car of Parton Jr. up to third. Mackey shuffled back to fourth for the time being. Meanwhile, the 12 car looks like he's stuck on the outside. He's going to lose a spot. Nash Pointer making his donut box debut here tonight. Looking pretty good so far. He's been your hard charger so far this race. But here comes the 33, Leighton Rose. After junking the race leader early on, got a black flag, worked his way back up through the field. The little boy, 33 car to the inside of Mackey's. He's going for the pass. These two have a history. We'll see if Mackey's wants to cash in his payback he owes him. Here comes a 66. Mackey's going to ease off, though. Mackey's owes him one for last week. He said he was going to wreck him, but I guess he was full of it. Brent Mackey's is all talk. He's not going to junk him. Back out front, though, Caden Tuff's your race leader by about almost a second. Looking good here so far. And we got a battle for last, folks. Jason Hall trying to get around the 62 of Brancasio. Here comes Hall. He's figuring it out, folks. That car is bad fast. The 01 right now sitting in the 17th spot. Back out front, though, Caden Tuff's rolling around here on cruise control. Nearly a second lead on Cortland Herman. Meanwhile, Parton Jr. running Herman down, trying to take over that second spot again. Let's hop on board with our third place runner here. Hutchinson Motorsports cockpit view with the third place car, Michael Parton Jr., the number 8 Bojangles machine, lap number 41 out of 100. Rolling the bottom here, trying to find his way around that 70 machine. Not gonna happen yet, though, but he's getting a run. Slowly but surely, getting to the back bumper. He's gonna need to move him. Herman holding him up. Parton Jr. racing clean, though. Let's drop back, see what else is going on. Ladies and gentlemen, the family man, Tony Osborne, back down to the 8th spot here. Started in 5th, he's back to 8th. Trying to do this one for his family, and he thought about dumping the 12 car, but thought otherwise. The family man, Tony Osborne, races too clean to do that. Meanwhile, we got a battle here. Looks like the 31 of Nelson blows by Rick Wilmot. And we got a battle here for 13th place. That's the 79 of Bertrand and the 21 of Lindsay. Side by side in the turns 1 and 2. Here comes the 79, going to take over the spot. And behind them is the field filler himself, Kyle Green. Here comes Green trying to get around him as well. Back out front, though, Tuff's your race leader by over a second. Herman still holding on to that second spot. 3rd and 4th right behind him, though. That's Parton Jr. and Rose. Rose thought about dumping another car, but he thought otherwise. He's one more penalty from a black flag for the rest of this one. Had to do a stop and go pit stop earlier on after junking the race leader. Rose rolling around on the 4th spot now, trying to get a run here. Nearly halfway done with this one around Langley. To the back, though, here's Jason Hall. Hopefully he's going to let our race leaders go by. He does. Tufts gets a little loose getting around him. Hall's going to roll the top, let the boys go by. Nice and clean here. Jason Hall respecting our leaders. After junking a couple of guys earlier on. Racing clean now. Tufts your race leader, though, now. Less than a second. Lost some ground getting around the lap car. Switching it up here. Brandon Kiger up to the 6th spot. He is your hard charger right now. He's gained 10 spots since the start of this race. Kiger in 6th place. He's gained 10 spots. Started all the way back in 16th. Knocking on the door. The North Carolinian had to start nearly dead last. Looks like the GOAT Brent Mackey's is struggling here right now. Dropped back to 5th. Still a 3-car battle here for 2nd. Herman holding on to the spot for the time being, but that hideous number 8 Bojangles machine trying to run him down. Look at that thing. Very yellow. Pardon Jr. getting a little excited. He's running out of patience. He's been about as patient as he can get. It's time to move him. Here comes Parton Jr. bumping him at the apex, trying to get him loose. This is a battle for second. Parton Jr. in the 8 car. Herman in the 70, trying to get underneath him. Not gonna happen. Here he comes, though, getting to the quarter panel. Herman Jr. didn't want to give him room, gives him a bump. Leighton Rose tries to check up, unable to do so, but he's gonna get underneath Parton Jr. That's unfortunate. Parton Jr. was trying to get a run for second, ends up losing a spot, dropping the 4th. Leighton Rose up to the 3rd spot. Meanwhile, John Brancasio getting around the 01 Hall. Hall has burnt his tires up, and I'll tell you why. Because he's turning the wheel 180 degrees around the corner when he runs the bottom. Letting these lead lap cars go on by. The 00 at Tufts out front by 2.5 seconds. He is leaving the field right now. Meanwhile, these guys still racing hard for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Herman's still in the spot, but he is holding these two up, honestly. Rose getting a little impatient. Is Rose going to junk another one? He already junked one earlier. Leighton Rose in the 33 in a battle for 2nd place on the back bumper of Herman. Here comes Rose. Looks to get a run here. Herman not wanting to give him room. Rose bumps him out of the way. Doors him down the front stretch. These guys not happy with each other. Parton Jr. going to get out by him as well. Leighton Rose isn't making friends here tonight, folks. This man doesn't care. He's going to the front. The 33 machine up to 2nd. The 8 car up to 3rd. Herman trying to get underneath him, though, in a battle for 3rd. Side by side, Herman's got the bottom. Looks like he's going to get around Parton Jr. Side by side, crossing the line, back to 3rd place of the 70, and keep an eye out. He might want to junk him if he can get to the back bumper of Rose. The 70 is not happy with him. Let's hop on board here, see if we can see some retaliation live here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Meanwhile, though, looks like Rose is starting to leave him. Rose is a faster car, might start to leave these two. While Tufts out front by nearly 3 seconds. On cruise control, let's go up to our Hutchinson Motorsports blimp. The most beautiful view in the industry. Wow. Look at these views, folks. Here's 2nd right here. And here's 1st. Look at that gap here between them. Crosses the line now, and 2nd crosses the line now. So a 3.1 second lead here for Caden Tufts. Meanwhile, family man Tony Osborne rolling around the speedway, sitting in the 8th spot right now. Bryce Nelson right in front of him, trying to work on Kiger in the 85. It's just a matter of time. I think these guys will have to pit. Oh, and the 31 just turns him. The 31 bumps him into the corner, but he thankfully checks up, and Kiger's able to save it. Nelson thought about dumping him. Thought otherwise, though. We're still green. Leighton Rose still your race leader. He's coming to pit lane. Rose to pit lane as well as Parton Jr. Your first 2 of the leaders to pit. Tufts out front. You know he's going to want to come in here soon. I'm guessing this time around. I'd be wrong. Tufts is rolling around there still. He's got to come in soon, folks. You don't want to mess around on them old tires. Leighton Rose has some serious speed. If he can get a clean stop, get out of here, he might be able to gain some ground on your race leader. Tufts coming down pit lane, your race leader down to pit lane. Meanwhile, Herman in the 70 car, he's going to come as well. Meckies is going to stay out. Meckies becomes your race leader. As a handful of cars pit. Looks like Meckies, Kiger, Pointer, and Kelly, your top 4, all haven't pit. Wilmot as well, rolls in the 5th spot, has not pit. Most of the field has. Meckies is still out there, though. He's hoping for a yellow. He says, I'm going to stay out there, and I'm going to hope for a yellow. But how about that, folks? I don't think I've seen a green flag stop yet this season. But a green flag stop in late model stocks at Langley, never would have thunk it. Meckies is just going to roll around until he runs out of fuel because he knows that's his only chance here to win tonight. Down pit lane goes Kelly, the 32. Down to just a few cars left here on the lead lap. Caden Tufts is still on the lead lap, and he has pit. So he's going to be your race leader eventually once these guys come down pit lane. Pointer coming down pit lane. Looks like Kiger and Mecky's the only two left that haven't pit on the lead lap. It's just a matter of time before they run out of fuel. Mecky's going to stay out there as well as Kiger. These two are all or nothing out here. They're hoping somebody junks somebody, and there's a yellow. That would really make a lot of racers mad, because right now there's only 4 cars on the lead lap. And look how much faster their new tires are. The 33 just blows by Kiger. Here's your race leader, Brent Mecky's, as the 8 car unlaps himself on them fresh tires. Horton Jr., 66 and Mecky's again, and he's staying out there until he's out of fuel. You may as well at this point. Right now, oh, here comes Kiger down pit lane. Well, that's going to leave 2 cars on the lead lap, Mecky's and Tufts. Mecky's has not pit yet. Meanwhile, here comes a 33 of Rose. He's going to unlap himself here, put himself on the lead lap. So now he knows if there's a caution, he's not in trouble. So up to 3 cars on the lead lap now. Leighton Rose trying to gain some ground here. Right now he's up to 3rd. That's the 33 car. He's about 5 seconds behind Caden Tufts. Mecky's still out there though. He doesn't want to come in. He's staying out until the last drop of fuel. With just 22 laps left to go here, Langley Speedway, Donut Box Racing League, Firestone Late Model Series presented by Firestone Complete Auto Care, Jasper, Alabama. Thanks for tuning in, spending your Monday night here. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, the best in the business, folks. Mecky's still out there, though. Let's see how much ground he's losing, though. That last lap, he lost about a half a second to Tufts. And the pit road he goes. He can't go any further. It was worth a shot. Mecky's having to pit, and here comes Caden Tufts, become your race leader. Gonna cross the line, back into the race lead. That's gonna put 6 cars on the lead lap now. Kiger's the 6th and final car on the lead lap right there, the number 85. Meanwhile, Tufts in the 00, your race leader, going to work on the lappers, trying to put another one down. Can Tufts get to the back bumper of that 85 and put him a lap down and essentially end his night? We're going to find out here with 19 laps left to go. He's got a 6.6 second lead on Rose. Caden Tufts, the Canadian, putting on a clinic here. He is that fast here. Let's switch it up here. Let's show the Hutchinson Motorsports suspension cam here. Look at this view here. I mounted this camera myself on Caden Tufts' machine, and boy, does it look good. Hutchinson Motorsports TV cutting no corners here tonight. And that's not all. We also got a right rear suspension cam. Look at this thing. Incredible. Let's go up to our eyes in the sky. The Hutchinson Motorsports blimp. The most beautiful view in the business. Switching it up, though. Looks like Mecky's still in the 4th spot after pitting very late. Kind of impressive. He's got newer tires than most of these guys. Should be able to get around a handful of them. Mecky's holding on to the 4th spot for the time being. While your race leader's still going to work on Kiger. Trying to find a way around him. Double zero, padding that lead up to 7 seconds. He wants this thing to stay green because there's only 13 more to go. Leighton Rose with a great run here tonight in the 2nd spot. He turned the guy early on, got black flagged, sent to the rear, worked his way all the way back up front, and he got it. He almost turned another one. Got into Herman there, almost junked him, but Herman was able to save it. Leighton Rose wasn't messing around with anybody. He knows it's a 1-lane racetrack, and if you're holding him up, he's just going to junk you. Right now, Cortland Herman in the 3rd spot, but he's about 3.5 seconds behind Rose. Looks like Jason Hall has called it quits here, folks. Jason Hall is done. His evening ends. Jason Hall put on a show for us. What a great run for Hall. Looks like he's going to take home a P17 here tonight. Top 20 finish for Jason Hall in the 01 car. Thanks for coming out, Jason. What a run. Tufts out front, though. Still going to work on that lap car. Brandon Kiger. Who's no slouch. Kiger right now in the 6th spot. The 47 of Kyle Green rolling out of the pits. Kyle Green right now in the 16th spot. A great run for him. Top 20 finish for Kyle Green. Well done, Kyle. What a finish. Meanwhile, with 8 laps left to go, Hayden Tufts out front by a country mile. Leighton Rose almost 8 seconds back. Tufts being patient. He knows there's no reason to push it here. Kiger doesn't want to give it up, though. Wants to stay on that lead lap in case there's a caution. Let's hop on board with your race leader, Hayden Tufts, the Canadian. This man is bad fast, folks. He is on cruise control out front. He's been behind a lap car for about 20 laps, being patient. You know he's faster than him, but he doesn't care. He's up by a mile. Meanwhile, Tufts, your race leader. We got Rose in 2nd, Herman in 3rd. Mecky's a goat sitting in the 4th spot. And how about Nelson in that number 31 car? A newcomer here and holding on to a top 5. And Kiger gets a little loose, able to save it. With just 4 laps left to go, your race leader in the 00 has to be feeling sketchy right here. These two, he's right behind them. If I'm the 00, I might drop back a little bit. These guys are going to junk each other. Because this is a battle for 5th place. 85 and 6th, 31 and 5th. These guys racing hard. Keep an eye on them. We might get a wreck here soon, folks. There's guys all over the place. The 18 having a pit here. Side by side, your race leader, 00. He is not scared of these lap cars. He's going right to the bumper. He is not scared of wrecking it. Onto the back stretch. Gonna be white flag in the air this time by your 00 is your race leader. Couple of lap cars in front of him. White flag in the air last time around the speedway, folks. These guys racing hard. 85 gonna take the spot. They're dooring each other. The 21's multiple laps down. 31 gets sent to the grass. And they're junking each other. Checkered flag in the air. We're staying green, I think, folks. Race is over. Checkered flag. Hayden Tufts, your race winner. And they flat out junked each other there. Let's see what happened. Hang on. Hang on. Let's get a better view here. Let's see the finish. All right. So here we are. Kiger, he's battling hard. Oh, he just gets junked. The 21 absolutely junks him. James Lindsay was multiple laps down. That was dirty. That was the dirtiest move I've seen all season. Look at this. All right, that's Kiger. Right now he's in the 4th or 5th spot. Goes around. The 21 doors him. Comes down. Goes in the corner. Flat out junks him. That's terrible. For no reason. That's the 21 car, James Lindsay. That's retaliation right there, folks. He's not happy. Doors him one more time. Brandon Kiger in the 85. Not a happy camper here tonight. But here's your results. Let's see if we can get Tufts, your race winner, here in the booth. What a finish, though. Hayden Tufts wins the race. Had some fireworks there at the end. Tufts takes home the win. Hayden, Blake, up in the booth. You got me?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Hey, you look good out there tonight. Absolutely dominated. I'm sure the car felt as good as it looked.
Oh, yeah. It felt amazing. It was a little tight in practice and qualifying, but I figured something out for the feature race. Just tried to keep the right sides under it. Try to keep all four, I guess, as cool as I could. And, I mean, the strategy worked out. I tried to pull as much as I could before we pitted there and came out, I think, 3rd. So that's pretty good. And then fouled back into the lead and just walked away with it pretty much. And then whatever that was happened ahead of me. I don't even know what that was.
Yeah, that was my next question. I was wondering what was running through your mind watching those cars duke it out there.
Well, with like 20 to go or 15 to go, I was like, Brandon, I'm just going to chill behind you. I mean, I got a good gap to the car behind me, so I might as well just ride it out. And then him and Bryce were starting to battle. I thought it was going to be a good battle. They were bumping, banging, getting sideways and everything. I was about to back off and be like, let these kids go at it. And, well, I shouldn't say kids. They're probably older than me. But, hey, anyways. Then Bryce was going for the crossover, and old 21 didn't know where he was going, so he kind of like gave him a big old door, wrecked Bryce. I'm like, well, that's not cool. And then next thing you know, he just straight sends Brendan. I'm like, whoa, okay.
Yeah,
so that all just happened.
Not sure what got into Lindsay there, but yeah, he just flat out junked Brendan there in turn 3, I believe. But yeah, it was great to watch you around there. You were bad fast, definitely deserved the win here tonight. Before you head out, you got any shout outs?
Yeah, I mean, you for putting the broadcast on. Mike, he put up with us tonight somehow. Who else do I got to thank? All my sponsors, Kimberly Beverage Room, Brad Water Mortgages, LBT Pallets, Jasper Transfer, and Caden Tufts Designs. We had another new customer in the field, Bryce Nelson. He has a amazing looking number 31. And then my car, I mean, it's simple, but I mean, hey, it gets the job done. So if you're looking for a paint scheme, just send me a message. I can get you hooked up.
All right, well, hey, let our fans know what's your base price for your paints.
Pardon me, my headset just died on me.
What's your base price for your paints, so our fans know?
It is $10
All right,
for each paint scheme.
Sounds like a deal to me. So, folks, if you need a paint scheme, head on over to Caden Tufts and the 00. He'll hook you up.
Thank you. Have a good night. Thanks for all the viewers tuning in, and I mean, thank you again for putting the broadcast on, letting everyone watch the exciting racing we got in this league, and I mean, Mike again for putting up with us.
Yes, sir. Great job, 00. Caden Tufts, your race winner here. Langley Speedway winner, Caden Tufts. He was watching those lap cars duke it out, and then another car, multiple laps down, decides to junk them both. The 21 of Lindsay just flat out dumped him. Not sure what got into him. But that was an interesting finish. Tufts able to hold on to the win there. Thankfully, didn't get involved in that crash. But we appreciate you tuning in here tonight. Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Tonight's race brought to you by Firestone Complete Auto Care of Jasper, Alabama. The best in the business. Thanks for tuning in again, though, folks. I'm the GOAT, Blake Hutchinson, and we'll be